That's right.
Kimo, baby. Stinking sucker. Yeah, that's right. Kimo, baby.
Oops.
Stinking sucker.
What am I doing? How do you press buttons?
Yeah, that's right.
Kimo, baby. Let's kick it, suckers. I can't get ourselves on the screen. Got it. Aloha.
Aloha,
You better be
everyone.
kicking it, suckers. How dare you? If you're not kicking it, hold on, real. Reseller news that's fit to be tied. You wish you didn't know, but now you know. This is Reseller News. Yeah, thank you. Now, right on the mark. Right on the money. Aloha, everybody. Welcome to another day from our house. This is not a grand studio of millions of dollars. This is a room in our home, and that piece of trim isn't even painted. Why? And also, that's my wife and dog.
Spam and pokes.
Also. And, so, as I was getting ready today, my Stream Deck was on the fritz, and I was having a meltdown. I mean, it was internal. I didn't look. I kept it cool, right? Because I'm wearing Secret. It's strong enough for a man, but it's made for a woman, and it keeps Primo from having a complete meltdown. What's Primo after? The big money. Why did I pick this up? Because the desk is a mess, and there's a whole bunch of crap all over it. Look at this. We've got Smurfette with a candle. We have the, I don't know if it works, power adapter for that Game Boy Micro.
Miniature light bulb lamps.
Tiny light bulb for a pinball machine.
Oh, look at this.
A flip phone. A Hello Moto Razor.
That is awesome.
That was my actual phone. Like, I took pictures with it. Here's some games.
Why is all this stuff on here?
It's just a big mess. Everything's a mess.
Did you
We're a
clear
mess.
out your junk drawer or something?
No. Do you even, but what about, you know, that's my junk drawer right there is the most organized junk drawer on the planet history of junk drawers. It is amazing. It is compartmentalized like my personality. I'm able to just keep things all nice and
So you are
compartmentalized.
missing chat.
Oh, chat. Aloha, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining the Primo. Nope. For Reseller News Now. I have to go pop out the chat. Don't mind me.
So I didn't notice your title until you were just starting the show. Something about time to get the J-Lo body
My
back?
new, yes. Well, first of all, the J-Lo lifestyle thing that I was following this year aged like milk outside in the summer, which is to say not great. Both J-Lo lost her whole show. They canceled it. I think she's still a good person to look at because, you know, she's got that pop and bod. But I'm going to have to choose a new fitness mentor, yes. And I don't want it to be a guy because I just want it to be a hot chick. But an older hot chick. Thank you. And it could be you. Thank you. Considering. But I need somebody who actually exercises.
I'm not fit by any means.
I need somebody who actually needs and wants to exercise.
Can you please pop out the chat?
How do I do it? What do I do? Somebody got so confused. All we can do is just work on eBay, and it's too much. And it's too much. We have to take a break. We need to go to Hawaii. I can't even think. When do we go to Hawaii? We don't even know.
First, let's try to make it to California to see your mom.
We just fly right
Pop
over
out
there.
the chat.
It's just
Stay
11.
focused.
Thank you. I'm working this through. Okay. We're going to make it. We don't even know who's here. And then right here? No. Here first. And for 1 second, you might hear us, but don't worry about that. That was not. I see. Oh, there's only 7 likes so far. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
41 watching.
And plop
Thanks for
out that
being
chat. Okay. 41 people, thank you for watching. We're going to start at the top and just say hi.
Yeah. Please, let's.
Thank you very much. I can't get to the top. The top is already gone. Why do they do that?
Jovial's at the top.
But look, it's half missing.
I don't know what to tell you. At least it's half there. So
Live chat. I don't know why it's all gone. Okay, well, 12:08 is the earliest. Oh wait, 12:08's before we started.
yes, dear.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Can you please give me on the back for realizing what time it is? No, you don't need to worry about this. That's not us. That's not us. That's not us.
Now the chat's gone.
It's right here. I got you. Okay, here we go. Fuss budget jovial in at 12:08. The earliest comment. First. Red rum.
Welcome. Red rum. Red rum.
Beard, I hope we woke you up with the
Kimo,
appropriate.
baby.
In case you didn't hear that before, I'll just take a sip of my delicious
Yeah, that's right. Kimo,
Starbucks
Kimo, baby.
mocha peppermint love.
Beard is good. He is shipping
Yeah, that's
on
right.
a day that technically eBay doesn't require you to ship.
Now that's how you know when you are a professional. I am also shipping. We have like 20 items to ship out today. I'm hoping that there's not more don't listen to me.
You are so bizarre.
Don't listen to me. I hope there are more sales. But I'm just saying it's a lot to ship. That's all I'm saying.
That's like nothing for some people.
Yeah, but for me it's a lot.
Den decor.
Because I make all the angles have to be 90 degrees on the packages. There can't be any mistakes. I do everything freehand. I'm the Picasso of the box. I'm a box Picasso. Thank you.
Well,
And I almost said Costco. It's really close to Costco. Thank you. Also, thank you.
Den decor was saying that eBay is still capped at 5 per day. Etsy is ripping, Macari is beer money, and Depop is making me some money too. Okay, well, combined, I guess.
I don't think that's I think that's hold on, let me just hold on a second. Let me see. So if I look at if we have 3 stores, but one store we don't expect to behave in any particular way, but the other stores are producing like 5 sales a day. Well, a little bit more than that, but if you do spread it out over the weekend, you're looking at about 5 sales a day per 2 stores, 30 items. That's about right.
Yeah, Den decor.
Huh. But open up a different store so then you get double the sales.
Double the capped.
Is that what's happening? Could that really be what's happening? I mean, it could be what's happening. We have gotten more sales. I'm not busting it out like that and looking at it because most of our sales come on the weekend. But
It's definitely.
it's kind of that sounds right.
I mean, it sort of sounds like you have to be in James's speed, which he's now back to James's Hetfield. What's his last name?
James
He's not the
Hetfield,
boring
yes.
or the great reseller like
Yeah, he's
anymore.
the lead singer of Metallica now. So he just went back to his normal name.
You have to be at his speed for eBay to just constantly be showing your stuff to
Well,
people.
for the most part, he's very, very.
He's efficient.
He's also very constant. So
yeah.
he's happy with his total, but is he capped?
Well,
we're all
right.
capped.
But he's, single individual
And aloha,
person,
back to you, Denver.
and he is always cranking it out. So he manages to meet their metrics that they calculate to figure out if somebody can.
Did you start the
handle
day with
amount of
Happy Veterans
sales.
Day? Did you start the show with
No,
Happy
but
Veterans?
right,
Why didn't
thank
you do
you,
that?
Jovial.
What is happening here? Aloha and big up to all our veterans. Right? Veterans? That's
Yeah,
always a
yeah.
hard thing to say. 'Cause,
Jen, aloha,
you don't want to say veteran.
Candy. Oh,
Veterans.
aloha. Thanks
Aloha,
for
Candy.
being here.
Oh.
Anytime a flowism from Mel's Diner gets worked into the combo, I'm all ears. Kiss
Yeah, we'll try to work
backwards.
that in, and there is a
Lag.
point because we do. It sometimes you do have to tell a buyer to kiss off, but you want to do it in a super nice way. I thought we might explore that subject. It's very intense. It's an entire chapter in my book, How to Do eBay.
Glenn's Gauntlet, Aloha, WTF, first from Germany.
First from Germany for Shirley.
Like, okay, Beard, I'm shipping. Callie Debs, aloha.
Aloha, Callie Debs.
How is your sister out there? Because I know with the fires, she lost power when we last spoke with you on Wednesday.
Oh, shoot. How is
Doug and Roe?
Yeah, how are Doug and Roe doing? Because I know
know.
they were close to the fire.
Well, they had their go bags ready.
Yeah, they had go bags ready. So I wonder what's gonna happen.
Jen was doing some shipping earlier too. Brightline E.
Nash is here. Look at that.
Make eBay great
Good luck.
again.
As far as to be honest with you, if eBay stays the same and doesn't change again, which we know it will, I can work within the parameters that we have set right now, but it's not enough. So I got to go do other things or perfect the listing process, of which I'll never get to because I'm too busy just listing, and then have no time to like work out. You can see here that my phlebotorium. I've been working out in the phlebotorium the past few months, just trying to keep up with everything and not really focusing on everything, just kind of going all out like me. Hyper. Why is this way up here? And then I keep seeing the shadow when you should just be blinded and not be able to see anything at all.
So Cinnamon and Will, Curious Collection
Aloha,
said,
guys.
Aloha, you guys. We finally had a decent weekend. It's been 6 weeks since we've had notable sales. Isn't that scary? I'm glad that you had a good one.
And now we're going to have two things out so that we can actually see if they do reply here. Do you give any of, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to ask if they're, because they did get rid of stuff in an attempt to, stuff that they really felt was just bringing the store down. Do you feel like that could have had anything to do with it? It was
their ads, right? The ephemera, or it was their ad shop.
Yeah, I'm not specifically what they did. I can't recall, but I know that they were taking down
2,000
a large amount of items in order to bring their ratio, more proper. And I will tell you our specific. So here's an update. Here's an update on the eBert and how our sales are utilized and moving along. Our store, when Ebert and Siskel, when Ebert said that maybe that it wasn't a good idea to advertise all your items because you might get empty impressions, I decided to do a quick little check of the situation, and I stopped promoting anything on our, what I would call our main store at this point. At that time, I just ended all advertising for, I would say 10 days. But at the beginning, I saw what eBay was advertising, that I advertised a couple of items, a $10 item and a $1,600 item. I don't know why it chose these. Not really sure, but probably a good reason. It had some history on these items and thought they were good to, I don't know why. It really was kind of just arbitrary. And our sales dumped our sales dumped. They definitely dumped. We probably screwed ourselves out of I don't know, maybe 25 to 30% of sales. Because the second I turned on across the board advertising back up to 5% and just let it go, all of a sudden sales returned. Everybody's buying everything. And I have to list in order to keep just the inventory accurate. So I'm not suggesting anybody do anything, but I am suggesting that from our personal tiny little experiment when utilizing the eBird information of not promoting and trying not to get empty impressions, we found out that we just lost sales. So then as soon as we turned back on the pointless, useless impressions with the promoted listings at 5% across the board on all items, boom, sales magically returned. One anecdote from one people. That's it. Thank you. Take with that from what
Mike
you
Gerdez, aloha. He's also getting shipping done so that he doesn't have to fuss tomorrow, which, yes, we need to do that too, especially with the holidays approaching. We should not be waiting till Mondays because you also do a show and then it gets in.
Did I mention that my grandfather was shot down in Nazi Germany in 1945? And he was captured by the Germans. And he was in, not you, I'm sure it wasn't WTF. It was the older ones. And he it was totally Stalag 13. He never really talked about it. And guess who rescued him at the end of 1944? I want to say he was shot down in 44. And then he
Ghost Picker was just gifted a membership. Thank you.
And then he was released. He was rescued by the Russians. Rescued him, and they were very happy to see the Russians. So, thank you, Russians, at that time, back then, for rescuing my grandfather. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't. What would we do without you?
And also, aloha to Major Win.
Oh, and another
Ghost
one.
Picker.
Midwest Picker.
Midwest Picker.
Nice. Welcome to Members Club.
Does anybody?
Thank you, Doug and Ro.
Does anybody think about the fact that pickers could mean like, where's nose picker?
Yeah, what? Somebody needs to have nose picker.
Ghost nose picker.
Which.
Thank you very much, Doug and Ro, and welcome.
Thank
Sorry
you.
to not making fun of
It's
your
always
names.
so
Welcome
nice
to
to
the
see
membership.
you.
I'm making fun of everybody's names today. Let's go.
I wanted to also say hi or aloha to Junk Trader. Aloha. Mike Seller was saying aloha to us, and a heartfelt thank you to all the veterans out there.
Yes.
Yep, for sure, absolutely.
We feel safe because you're there.
Shopping with Cheryl. Oh, hello. I moved and wasn't sure what time you were on. Just
Look at
got
all this
lucky.
stuff you veterans are protecting. Kermit, her, Pokey.
All of us.
I mean me, but I don't know if, I don't have to be. I'm getting in the rowboat first. Get out of my way. Me, out of my way. Beep, beep.
Carla Olson, aloha. Biff, hey, you changed your
Oh, Biff changed.
your picture.
He does that, I think, quarterly. He has like quarterly
It's like on
icon-
a timer.
icon change day. It's a big day.
He's present and relaxing.
He sets out. He probably makes like a certain kind of meal of food, maybe a bouillabaisse, something exciting and festive, and
Well,
changes his.
What is like saying something a good tuna melt? Oh, I love
it.
tuna melt.
You know what? That's one of nature's perfect foods. I'm not saying it isn't. I like my tuna melt though, like fresh
I like the
fish.
white meat in water.
I like mine like sushi, just like tuna melt with the sushi right on the baguette. Because I'm bouged out. That's the kind of bougie I am.
Lag is
like
doing
tuna
his peeking through his eye, his hands.
3 times. We have 2 new members here, Ghost Picker and Midwest Picker. That means I'm gonna have to do like a member thing, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I only say that.
How do
because
you call her?
so much work.
Smurfette? In Germany, we call her
Schmiedeldeichel?
Schlumpfein. Schlumpfein.
She's schlumpfein. Yeah. Look at her. You can tell. She is schlumpfein. Look at that. She's also quite helpful. Although I wouldn't want to be here because you're the only lady in that whole Smurf village. I don't know how that works. If the lore of Smurfette, there was something happened. Like there weren't any girls, and then I don't know what happened. It was the 80s.
And John is here. John, aloha. Hello, Primo's family chat.
Aloha, guys.
Forget,
Welcome.
no mail today.
Oh, no.
Paul Rose, aloha.
J-Lo was a P. Diddy receiver.
Ew.
Well, I mean, Beard, you better check because
That's
you might
right,
have been
they were
too because apparently he got to everybody.
Wait, were
Thank
they
you.
married? They were married, right? I don't remember. Icky, poo-poo. Let's make a poll about your new cougar mentor. Who should it be?
Yeah, who should it be? I need a new cougar.
Who should it be now? Aloha, Primo. Oh, I see.
J-Lo was just so active, and then she...
Diane Lane, he says.
Diane Lane is, yes.
How about...
But is she athletic? I don't
How
know.
about, what's
I'll
her
check on
name?
that.
Jane Fonda.
She's elderly at this point. Not that I'm
isn't-
not saying
Oh,
that's
Diane
wrong.
Lane is...
She's not elderly.
I was
She
thinking...
might be elderly.
No. She's in her 50s, I think, right?
Yeah. Okay, so my target person must be 55, smoking, and but athletic is the key here. I mean, Rosie Perez is she still popping out the chat herself?
I like Rosie.
Yeah, because she fights the power. Everybody see the beginning of that movie? You know is that Fight the Power? No. It's the beginning of Do the Right Thing. And she has that whole opening montage.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Ooh, major workout
She's
there.
very punchy. You don't want to get.
Oh,
you don't want to put
Demi
your face in
Moore.
front of
Yeah,
her.
Demi Moore.
Oh,
She's...
Demi. Hello, isn't it Demi?
Oh, Demi.
Are you saying
I
it
don't
wrong?
know. Demi.
Come on.
Tomato.
Don't you
tomato.
respect people's names? I say your name.
But
Demi.
yeah, Demi. You need to see that movie Substance with
Do
her
you?
in it.
Do you need to see that? Are you making people
It
watch
is.
that?
It is so crazy weird
Take
and
a
good.
moment. I could read. Where are we?
Yeah.
Schlumpfine. I love that. I nominate Diane Lane. I got to say that there's something to that. I'm going to check out her exercise regime and see if that works in with mine. Because you can tell. I mean, I need
Buckeye
like
State Flips. Aloha.
I need extra chat popped out right now. Not the best time of year to be trying to go into a regime, but I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Who's James Helferstay?
Helferstay.
Who is that? I've never seen that. I can't find my name. Where's my name?
It is
It is I, James.
What's going on, fellow humans and resellers?
Peeping
James has-
time. Yes, Jennifer Connelly, which Biff was just saying Jennifer Connelly
Peeping
also.
time. Oh, Jennifer Connelly, you son of a gun. She actually is probably a really good example. She's a fine specimen.
Are you
What?
taking notes?
Yes, I am. I'm taking notes. With
Den-
my official Leadworks Christmas pencil.
Den
Thank you.
Decor says, I'm good at fitness bowl of sauerkraut in my belly.
Oh man, it gets bad though because with me, I mean, I can gain a full 25 pounds from just October, from November 1st to the end of the year. I mean, with the eggnog, put the eggnog
Aloha.
down, but I can't do it.
Could you please scroll a bit over there, please? Oh, and Axe
I've got so
Monkey's
many
here
things
too.
to do.
We're still trying to get to people, and you're too. Go down.
Down, down, down. Red Knight's going down. Okay. Dancing. Oh, he was booty shaking. Thank you. Did you read
Landshark
Major Wynn
Picker,
saying that he was
aloha.
okay?
Okay, aloha,
Where-
Caldebs. We're doing okay. We're a little concerned about the wind picking up today since the mountain fire is still under
Yeah,
50%
mountain
contained, but we're keeping a positive outlook.
Yeah, that's boo. Boo, boo.
Yeah, keep us posted. That's scary. Oh, and he had to run. Got to run, you all. Just popping to remind you that you're the best and most amazing channel. Oh,
Thank you so
love
much, and
y'all.
thank you for the gifts to our newest members.
Doug and Ro. We miss you guys so much. We honestly
We had
do.
one little gleam. It was like a spark, a spark that it flew around and it spun around and then poof, it's gone. And then you had to be there. Doug and Ro, thank you.
Well,
Stay perky.
High five for everybody.
and we miss them and their channel, and I know that
And
they're
he's got to
super,
work and
they're
stupid
super busy,
working.
so
So lame.
so they're not in chat like in the beginning when
Remember
they
the good
first
old
discovered
days
us. I
when
know,
we were
a
all
year
just
ago.
in the chat? Stop
Oh,
it! You were so great.
Aw, John Trader got a membership. Thank you, Major Win, Doug and Bro.
Thank you guys.
So what happened? Because Axe Monkey.
Buckeye only puts on 15. I'm like 25. I mean, probably 15 in Nog alone. Am I right?
Big Dre Aloha just finished sourcing 4 thrift shops on Veterans Day. 50% off. I loaded up my car from trunk to the front seat.
Are you a veteran? Is that why it's 50% off?
Can we go?
Nice.
We need a. Did we skip over?
No, we skipped over everything.
Oh, we did.
No, you did. No, this is the bottom, and then this is higher. Whatever that means. So this is way low, and then this is way high. Oh, and now it just popped.
Oh, there was Axe Monkey. I was
looking
for Axe Monkey because I saw her pop in.
There's 2 hands. I see some hands right here. Boom.
And James.
Axe Monkey.
Yeah,
Sort of
you're still
Oculus
too
too.
low.
Have to be
Whatever.
in the background like we always do.
Paul was saying, how about Amelia? My eyesight is so bad. What does it
Amelia
say?
Bernhardt. Amelia Earhart.
Up at the top.
Bernie
look.
McSanders. Ornella Muti.
She's from
Princess
Flash
Aura.
Gordon.
Okay, let me see. Okay, Paul Rose. Oh, aloha, Paul Rose. Hello. That's Paul Rose.
I said hello.
That is Paul the Big Dog Rose. Ornella. What about that lady, that's hot, sexy lady in that movie, Rocky Horror Picture Show? You know, the one with the stockings and I'm just kidding. I was gonna keep going with that, but then I was like, I'll just do this forever, and you'll never even know what I'm talking about. I was talking about Tim Curry. Thanks. Thanks for paying attention and keeping the show going.
What?
Say something.
I don't know. You messed me up with the
How
chat.
do I mess you up?
Because now
Get
they're
back on.
even.
Get back on the train, chat train.
So
I see-
Candy O is saying, for your consideration, I nominate Christy Canyon.
Christy Canyon.
Who's that?
Kind of sounds like a X-rated person. Christy Canyon.
So Doug and
Or somebody
Ro-
who lived in Southern California. Let's see. I'm going here. Hold on. Just relax. I'm moving this for you. Look at all this special work I'm doing. All this heavy lifting I'm doing just for you. You just relax. Go put on your Thunder shirt. Take a nap. And just let me go over here.
So yeah, Doug was saying we're off to sort and list, so we'll have you on in the background like always, like we always do.
Christy Canyon.
Hell first
Without an
day.
S. See, after porn ends, it is Christy Canyon.
Oh,
I mean,
that's funny
it's
how
the
you.
name. Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh, okay.
I don't think
but
she's exercising much.
But
Not with those.
She looks like she's in her 50s, right?
Did she have a... Is that the same lady? Oh, she must have had some surgery. Reductions.
Jeez. Quirky Figure Chat.
Are we talking about the
aloha!
same Christy Canyon? Because she's the only one that came up. So...
So, Paul
There.
was saying how I think it was a while ago. We scrolled
Biff.
by it too fast. He
Biffy
broke
had
the
vanilla?
glass on a
Vanilla?
vintage 1976 Jaws poster. I think he said, "Oh, Sandra Bullock, yeah."
Sandra Bullock is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's working it. I have a lot to look at. I'm gonna have to do some opposition research on these people. I'm not competing with them. I'm just gonna do some research. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
So Big Dre was saying my find of the day was an Iowa sound system that I paid $10 for, and the comps are showing 600. Nice. Congrats. Good job.
And then Paul says, don't go in the lab and see what's on the slab. And Flippin was verifying that there is only one Christy Canyon.
And Candy, now I'm catching the little emojis.
See,
now I
emojis
get it.
are a really important part of a statement. It helps you color the statement and understand the context.
Oh, this is interesting what Mike is saying. Can you move the fingers, please? No sales today until I created my ship labels. No lie.
Really?
I hit bulk ship and
Hold on.
cha-ching. Within a minute, another. Last night, 800 and a ton sales within an hour time.
Hold on, everybody. Panic. I'm doing it right now. I have to get off of Christy Canyon here.
This is the eBay thing
How do I get to eBay? I'm all confused.
where they
look at the
think
Chris
you
Farley.
can't handle sales.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to do it right now. And if by the show we have a sale, that's it. We know.
Yes, and then Dentacor just said the same thing. Same here. Started printing labels and 2 sales.
Okay, I'm clicking the lions.
Are you going to go
Log
print
into my-
labels right
I'm
now?
going to print labels.
Everyone print your labels.
New offer. We got an offer. And I didn't even print labels yet. $25. I'll take that. Accept.
How much did you have them up for?
40. $28.50.
Oh,
These 2 little pieces of metal. You want to see what I sold? I'm not going to show you. There's too much doxing happening around here. And I do it to myself. It's not fair. It's not fair to me. Okay, go back here. Go to the selling tab in my seller hub. Go to awaiting shipment.
so Mike was saying, talking with Dentacor, saying, oh, it
Excuse me.
must be a server workload AI. Can't see it anymore.
You don't need to see that. Don't tell people you can't see it. Try to look cool and
Driven
just make up
AI
words. Just
driven.
fill it in with the frog DNA.
Dentacor is saying safe search. Big Dre's sorting
I
the new
can't do this. I
inventory
don't know all
while
this- all
his
the-
wife is packing orders.
That's it. I have to go to my other account, the media account, where I can just say I know how much they're going to cost to ship because all those take too many different.
Oh, Paul Rose, happy belated birthday.
Paul Rose, happy birthday to you, my friend, and is your whole program tied up with a bow now? Are you done? Everything's done and you're in and you don't have to go anywhere today and move things? We're going to
Absolute
celebrate with a
Funds,
little
aloha.
bit of something.
What's
There's no more
that?
pumpkin beer.
Susan Sarandon, Absolute Finds was
Ooh, Susan
suggesting.
Sarandon's one of my faves. I don't know how she's doing. I think she might be a little old. Who was I? I need the the ones that you're like, whoa, she's so athletic. And I think so far, it was, and I didn't write it down. Who was the one? Oh, somebody said it. What's her name? Because I don't like
Jennifer
her.
Connelly?
That's it. Jennifer Connelly, I think, is the top runner right now.
I mean, she's like slim and youthful
Athletic.
looking.
I need an athletic somebody to watch.
But J-Lo,
Who wears their,
J-Lo's out there like
Lululemons.
doing
Yes.
exercising. I mean, Jennifer Connelly is not doing
I have a
that.
feeling she is. I think she is a big proponent of the movement movement. See, once you get up towards the 300-pound level, you just get just like AARP, you get like a little card in the mail from the anti-movement movement, which are the people that say, just sit. Have some M&Ms.
6x6 aloha. Here we go again. Starting with happy. And Paul, Flippin' Easy is saying happy birthday.
Happy B.
So, yeah, Paul got about 80 to 85% of his stuff out of the old place. Now the real work starts, and it's kind of overwhelming. I bet it is.
Well, I just accepted offers on both separate accounts just while sitting here waiting. I don't get the cha-chings because for whatever reason, my phone is being used to film. Yours is also turned down. So I don't know how James always gets cha-ching. You guys and FAE, I guess you guys have like a special phone just for cha-chings because I don't know how to even get cha-chings on the air. I just go like that. But legit cha-chings, we can't even get it on here. We could be making thousands of sales right now. No one would know. No one would be impressed by our thousands of sales. Because there's no cha-chings. What the? What the? Okay, so now I'm just getting to the point. You can see why it takes so long for me to do anything. Because I'm just
Quirky Picker Chad was saying 4 sales today, and I haven't printed a shipping
paid
invoice.
and shipped, awaiting shipment. Gonna take all these all at once, you sons of guns. I swear at shipping sometimes. I swear at a lot of things. Like when I'm just working, I love to swear at things and call them bad names.
See, there we go again. Another item from the Manchel miscellaneous box.
It is just, we don't know. And I go over here and I go here. I'm going to ship 8.
Hey, Short Cryptic
Items
Tales, aloha.
right
Turn
now.
notifications on for the eBay app for cha-chings.
Yes. But so here's
during
a weird
filming.
thing. So I understand why it's not because I have it in Do Not Disturb.
Oh,
So that's okay.
right.
But during the regular day, it's okay. So it's my account, technically in my name. Her phone cha-chings. Even if we're logged into the same account with notifications on, her phone cha-chings, mine does not. And then I'm sitting there going, "Aw,
I only have one. I'm only logged into one account.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Shh, I have to do this. Don't make me click the wrong button.
You're going to. I don't think you should do this right
No.
now.
We're doing it. I combine the shipments that need to be combined. That looks like the right price. Everything's going to be okay. Here we go. I'm doing it.
Wait, is everything
I'm doing
standard insurance?
it. It just comes with it. Don't worry about it. Don't make this more complicated.
Good thing.
Okay.
Seriously, if ever you get sick or anything, I'm gonna be like, what am I
The
doing?
whole world ends. That's it. I never get sick.
You really do everything. I mean, this eBay business
Thank you.
is technically yours. I just take pictures.
Okay. And print. Now actually, this is the first time I think we've ever printed live.
Oh no!
What
Oh
happened?
Ryan, that stinks. I'm sorry. So you remember?
Oh no.
Ryan, eBay said
Yes, I remember.
Vero.
Hold on, here they come. I want people to hear how slow this is. That was 1. Here comes. There's 2. So James, remember when you said you had the old one? You had an old printer. This one is like so old. That was 3 labels. I'm doing 6. Anyway, I think we proved our point. Thank you.
Oh. So Ryan is revamping his website and going to focus on driving traffic there. So Ryan, Ryan makes
Made his own cards.
design like trading cards.
They found them to be counterfeits.
when they
and
were his
then
own
he
designs.
appealed it and lost. So I'm just trying to
Wow,
make it.
that really stinks. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh yeah, hey, Candy. Oh, Cindy Crawford.
Oh, Seacroft. Is that how is that what she
Yes,
would say?
Cindy Crawford would be a good one.
We have who's our Kathy Ireland local is a local.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember hearing about that a long time ago.
Thank you.
Does she still live here?
So disclaimer, excellent show. Don't say anything about it because it's so easy to spoil. Disclaimer. Thank you.
Oh. Yeah, on Apple TV. Yep.
This is the bounce around time in our program. Okay, so here. Diane Lane's mother was a 1957 Playboy Playmate. Her pedigree is impeccable. She's high on the list. But, I mean, C. Crawford, Jennifer Connelly. I'm just going to take Christy Canyon out there. Although she does seem like she could probably jog at this point. I don't think she could jog earlier in her career.
I have not listened to the new Cure record. Biff
You know,
is
after
asking.
seeing Biff, you know we're going to have to. Why don't we do it right now? then I'll lose my monetization, so I won't. No, we have not. But it's because I don't want to spoil the cure for me. That's why.
I've heard it's really good.
But Beetlejuice didn't work. It made me mad. And
Yeah,
so
but Robert Smith is a
he can
picky
transcend
dude.
Tim Burton.
He's not going to put out something that...
As far as I know, they're the same people. I'm not sure. I've never seen them in the same place at the same time.
Oh yeah, true. Jennifer Aniston. Doy.
Jennifer Aniston. Is she I never say I don't like necessarily people, but Jennifer Aniston was awesome in Office Space, and then she became somebody else, didn't she? I don't know.
Paula's having Wi-Fi issues.
I wrote her down.
He's saying he gets it on his TV, but the Fire
It won't
Stick
spoil the cure.
in the back of the TV and this Mac too, only 2 feet, or his Mac 2 feet to the left, are not getting the Wi-Fi.
Did you snap it? Did it
needs
get
to move stuff around?
Did the Wi-Fi? Did something get damaged during the move? That's the first thing I think of during
Biff
the move.
is saying it's excellent.
Yes. So we'll listen. We'll give it a listen. But we're so old now that even the things that we wait for, it's like a month later, and we're like, "Oh, Beetlejuice came out a month ago." We're like, "Oh."
Yeah, but everyone was saying Beetlejuice sucked.
I still wanted to see it right when it came out, available for streaming, and we missed it because we were living, not J-Loing, doing eBay, working hard, also not working, killing mice. Didn't kill a single one. But we did rid our houses completely free of all vermin.
It
Thank
appears
you.
to be. So we don't need to be on that wait list anymore, although...
I don't answer any phone calls that I don't recognize. So they could have called us and we wouldn't even know. Short Crispin Tails, aloha!
Aloha!
You said hi, but to turn on.
Oh,
the-
yes, I'm sorry.
But I just like to do that. Just I like to freak out. That's where I feel good. That's where I feel at home.
So, what are your polite ways to say kiss my grits?
Yes. Finally down to the meaty subject. After a 45-minute diatribe of nothingness. So, I mean, the situation may come from time to time when you need to deal with a customer, but what you don't want to do is have even a little tiny tinge of cockiness. And what you do is you have to grab their feet and wash them. You have to give the, of course not in real life. I don't accept local pickup. But over the internet, you got to wash their feet and let them know that you care, and also that you're not going to get your way. That was kind of my point. Where lately it seems like I've told a few people no. They got the wrong model number on a refrigerator part, and they're kind of coming at me like, do something for me. And I'm like, well, you read it wrong. That's the end of it. You did it wrong, not me. Now, do I have to take a return? I offer 100% returns. I pay the return fees. I'm not accepting those returns if somebody made a mistake. So the key to that, to not raising anybody's ire, is to be so nice. Treat them like they're your family.
Can you tell me what exactly did you say to them?
I told them to go. All I said was, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you misread the model number. But I clearly did put the model number in there, and you have showed me a picture of your model numbers, and they don't match. I'm very, very sorry about that. Please make sure you reference these model numbers next time you pick a part. Thank you. I don't hear back from them. But it's
we're
more
probably gonna
like,
get a negative feedback.
I don't think so. I never get a negative feedback when I do that. When I show somebody the truth, and they really can't say it's if it has to not be your fault. You can't say if it's broken, you got to do something different.
Did we
I'm
just say
talking
it
about-
came out of our refrigerator?
Yeah, it did come out of it.
And we put our refrigerator style number. Is that it?
Model
Or
number.
model number?
And he sent me the picture of the. Sometimes people don't do something right and they want to return it on your dime, and I ain't having that unless I have to. But the
Well, the
best
thing
way
was
to
only
do
like
it.
$11, right?
Are you being annoying with me right now? Thank you. Don't you just? I don't care what it is. I'm not going to go along with. He is contacting me to get a return.
Yeah.
Right? Why is he contacting me? I am going to go out of my way to make sure he does not get a return. And I'm going to do it by being as nice as possible and telling him how wrong he is without a air of you did it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that power. I guess I'm talking to a brick wall here. But no, I kiss some ass. And I kiss ass by telling them how wrong they are. and then they can't, what are they going to do? I don't know if that's helpful because you don't even get it.
You know,
but
no, I get it. I do.
you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Of course I do.
I can tell.
But I'm thinking
Prove that you get it.
those refrigerator parts. I remember you politely told someone once before because there was a little like crack in a handle.
Mm-hmm. It was there.
And you were like,
photographed it.
what was it you said to them?
I'm sorry that you did not see the crack in the
In the
handle in the
photo?
photograph. And then I just showed him a picture of the photo.
And there was even an arrow, I think,
It was a
pointing
red
to
arrow
it.
pointing to it. I do not accept this. Funny that the refrigerator parts are where all this activity happens.
Josh, aloha.
Aloha.
Max
Beep,
Monkey,
beep,
she's
beep,
saying
beep.
rebay.
Rebate.
They just need to turn around and sell it.
Yes, exactly. That's it. That's sort of my thought too. And I have said that before. Please just resell it. It's much easier for you than me to give you money. It's much easier for you to resell it than give you money.
Paul was saying he once had a book return unopened by the buyer, no message or case, and they paid the postage. We had that once with a brand new vintage Hawaii coffee mug. It was like, a souvenir type thing.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Went to I don't know, it got sent back to us and we never heard from the person. It makes you just go, what happened?
Wait, hold on. What's Josh saying? I'm feeling like there's some facetiousness in here. I believe. So,
Josh.
yeah. Oh, are you talking about the fact that you have to promote that? Even my little 10-day thing that you have to promote on eBay now. There's no way not to. But you can keep messing with it and keep finding out that you have to promote. And I can't tell you what the numbers are in 5% or anything, but oh yeah, you got to promote. Oh boy. It depends on what you're selling again. But with our really nice Mercedes parts with the other things we sell on there, I don't know what the heck they are. The crapulence that we sell. This stuff needs to have 5% attached to it, and the bar graphs move more better.
That isn't Josh.
It's not? Oh, so okay, are you sure?
It's not Josh.
Is it his cat? Because he kind of talks like a cat. Okay.
Because I just
Thank
went
you.
to
Sorry,
it. Look.
sorry. We don't know anything. We're bad at stuff. No, his is at the real Josh Galt. Sorry, can't cancel him. Thank you very much, Biff. Do you think he's actually been hacked, or was that just a faker? I thought he was talking like he was a cat. I have to apologize to everybody, misspelled. Although I think apologize did say was with a Z. That's Canadian stuff.
Yes,
Canadian faker.
He's gone. Yes.
He's gone. Oh, is that a good? I gotta get new samples too. If we're gonna do this some more, he's gone, because I have a feeling we're gonna be blocking people more often. He's Gone by Hall & Oates. That's a good sample, right? I wrote it down. How exciting. We had some excitement.
So Spending Sense was saying not a return thing, but my favorite is what size is it? My reply is, oh, let me check the ruler and the listings and I'll let you know. Yes, it is sort of pointing out just if you looked a little further, you would have your answer.
Oh, absolutely fine. Hold on. This is real. Okay, hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What?
We finally have a legitimate question, and I have to be more professional. So I buttoned up the party button. Okay. Absolute fine ass. This is an actual question. I'm going to answer it. What's your main way of sourcing, if you don't mind me asking? I've been selling for 2 years, and that's always been a struggle. So I've got lots to say about that. I will tell you that because I've been doing this for 25 years, buying and selling stuff. Well, he's gone. Josh, the fake Josh Galt. That's why I was saying he's gone. I understand. So sourcing is something that especially comes over time. So for if you've only been doing it for 2 years, you might not have developed some of the sources that you might as you do this longer. So you start sort of at a thrift store, and then honestly, I just did the thrift store every day. I called it the poop loop, and I would go to like 10 thrift stores. This is about 20 years ago in the late 90s, early 2000s. And there'd be a whole bunch of people doing the same thing as I was, and I would get to talk to them, and all of a sudden they'd be, hey, come over to my Quonset hut or my big pile of crap, pick stuff from my stuff. So then that's kind of like a level up where you're now picking from pickers. I think that's probably your next step is to try to figure out how to pick from pickers. You can go to antique stores. If you've got group shops, you can figure out how to, figure out the people in your area that are selling the kind of stuff that you want. Then you overpay for some stuff. And then when you overpay for some stuff, then people let you in through the back door to underpay for stuff. Yeah, this is a perfect description on how to do it. This is a roadmap. And then sourcing is definitely the relationship part of this business. So if you really, really, really get ahead, you got to find people who have piles and buy collections of collections, that kind of stuff. So in order to level up, that's usually my suggestion. But everybody seems to start at the thrift store, which is a great place, garage sales and thrift stores, and then use that to discover people who have giant piles of crap, because this is America and we all sit on giant piles of crap. I myself am somebody with a giant pile of crap.
Axe Monkey is saying as soon as I started developing relationships with garage sale people and Facebook Marketplace people, inventory started coming to me.
It's a really, really weird it's a weird thing when people start bringing you stuff. Now, I did have a store and people brought me stuff. When I had a store, people would bring me so much stuff, and I sometimes didn't even have to pay for it. I'm like, this isn't really my style. They're like, just keep it. I just want it to go somewhere nice. That happens. And that kind of in and out relationship where you might find something that somebody else doesn't really want. There's trading, horse swapping, those kind of things going on. That's where the level ups happen, for sure. I would say it's very difficult to build a $10,000 a month eBay business, which that's not necessarily everyone's goal, but that's where we focus, sort of like around there. It's very difficult to do that by going to the thrift store every single day. We have a pile of crap from 25 years, and we frack that hoard, and then we mix in. I was saying numbers yesterday. Remember that when I was a super genius and I was saying numbers, and I was like, I would say if you were to actually look at our inventory, I would say you would find 30% of our sales are technically commissions. We're sharing the profit with somebody, never paying for it in the first place. Because of, we've helped out a couple people. We've Some of the Mercedes parts are not. We didn't have to pay for them, just depending on the situation. But about 30% currently is what I would consider consignment products.
Lag is wondering, did I miss the yawn train? I'll start. No,
I messed up that video last week. The video's not even out. It's in private. I just noticed that today. It's been private and nobody watched it because it was in private.
Oh boy.
And then that was the yawn one. I got to put it back up, but now it doesn't have any views, and I'm all ashamed.
Oh, we'll put it up. Oh well.
People can sleep through it. It's the one where we had the yawn train.
Yeah, we'll put it. You'll get it up. Candy O is asking about that. What happened to it? So you mistakenly put it private.
I just noticed it today because I put it private because I was trying to change the thumbnail in the front, and I put it into private and then just blanked out on that eBay even exists. I mean that YouTube even existed until today.
Sorry, Candy O.
Apologies. I'll put that up after the show, and you can watch it. And it was just basically us yawning for an hour and a half.
And I pretty much know who the fake Josh Galt.
Who was it?
It's the same person that was Wellington because the way they were typing is just the same way as that Wellington used to. Was it Wellington?
Oh, Beef Wellington.
And
Wellington, I presume.
And Wellington was talking crap about Josh, 2 shows ago or something. And
it's interesting that why are people like Josh Hayfrows? It's like, come on. It's so like 2023.
It's so stupid when people are like, I'm gonna be a dumbass on comments.
Yes. Okay. I'm going back into regular mode here.
Okay.
I'm turning off the smart brain.
Beard slept 7 hours last night.
Gosh.
He's yawn proof. Basket noodles, hiya.
That's the best thing to do
B-nuts?
for your brain and feeling good about life. Sleep, and then have sex. Thank you.
Axe Monkey, she's saying my garage is half full of free stuff people gave to me. I'm not parking outside, so people need to slow down. but I'll still take it and find more room.
It's crazy. The craziest part is what's going to happen. I hope this next year with the. I'm sorry. Now I'm just like getting into yawning, and I'm like, yeah, yawning would be good right now. List perfectly. And the automatic lister thing, if this is really going to work, and how much faster are we able to list the boring stuff, records, books, all that crap.
Oh, you just reminded me.
Yes.
Axe Monkey.
Salem Ikari, barf.
Axe Monkey, she said something earlier.
What
she
happened?
said it was a List Perfectly update, but then somehow
It went away.
through the trying to pop out the chat, everything got messed up.
Pop out that chat.
Can you find it?
Yes, I can. I'll try. Trolls just aren't smart. They went through all that trouble to pose as Josh, then
To speak like a caveman.
a caveman cat. Trolls are wimps in real life. They would get the hell beat out of themselves, and they hide behind the computer. Lag's all like,
But Lag likes basements. Lag's not a troller.
no. Lag is the Mathilda. Lag is the, in the Land of Oz. What do you call that movie?
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz, the Glenda, the good witch. So he's Glenda, the good troll, and he sparkles in with his la 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 la, and he's all nice, and he's like yawn, and he's like peekaboo, and then he's the good troll. But he does live in the basement, so he must be a troll.
Ryan was saying when he had a store that people
I lost my pencil.
Bring in all kinds of random stuff, even stuff that he wouldn't sell in the store.
No, Basket Noodle. Was it Nash or Basket that originally said to me one day, I'm a modern woman? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were a guy. And they're like, no, I'm just a troll. Not a modern woman. You're driving to to Lag's house.
So yeah, we have.
Wait,
we
and
had
no, Lag
smoke
doesn't
in
live
our-
in NJ.
We had smoke in our area from the
From
fires
Lag smoking in
in
his basement.
New Jersey and stuff.
Lag, your basement smoke is coming all the way to Vermont. It literally, apparently, because we're old, we somehow see the air quality report, and it's supposed to be like 60 per billion is bad for people with immune problems, and our air quality was 170, and like 60 and more is bad. Just so you know.
Like, I'm innocent.
Basket Noodle it was Nash, who's also here. Who was here earlier? Brightline. Oh, Lag lives in New York now. I thought Lag lived in Maryland. He was around.
My
He's got a lot of
near a
basements,
bridge.
and there's tunnels going to all different states. He's got like the Boring Company came over and Elon came over and dug. What's happening?
I wanted to see Axe Monkey. I was hoping you could just pick which store to post to, but I guess that's changed. Tired of solving eBay captcha, but it is what it is.
Axe, I think list perfect. Okay, so InkFrog does InkFrog's one of their biggest things they have is that you can easily switch your items from one store to another.
InkFrog?
InkFrog. Remember when I did
Yeah.
bulk listing, moving things from store to store, I used InkFrog. But then I started using List Perfectly, and it had the same functionality. It worked a little differently, but I wish I could remember because I can't remember. I only used it for a month. And then I didn't think it was worth the $70, $80 it cost just because we weren't utilizing it and because they didn't have a way to format their AI vision listings. I couldn't change the position of words, had to do it manually. That's the only reason I stopped using it.
Like, List
Oh.
perfectly changed that function.
Maryland does live in New York.
Lag.
Maryland does lag in
Lag,
New York.
I live in New York. Lag, I do live in Maryland. I thought you lived
in New Jersey.
in lower southern
Manhattan.
Vermont.
Yes. Oh.
Oh no, did I yawn?
Did you do it?
Oh
It
no,
hasn't
there
even
goes
been
this.
full
Lag.
hour.
There goes the spam yawn, young man.
Kissing virus, the same one that causes mono.
Oh, so B News was saying.
Though I know a lot about immune.
Yeah, I think I was reading that.
Epstein-Barr. Yeah, there's so many things
I was reading
connected
that
to
recently because something.
And doesn't Epstein-Barr sound like a lawyer from the 50s? Epstein-Barr.
So
dun, 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 dun. Lag is also in Philly. There's a lot of tunnels. There's a lot of little web tunnels. Lag gets around
here
very
I go.
quick.
I'm yawning.
Oh, Lag is in New York. Lag is in Vermont. Lag is in your head. Lag is in your butt.
Dover, Delaware.
What, then the bladder issue started? This has just evolved into nothingness.
So Axe Monkey was saying I make my drafts. When I go to list, I have to be logged into which store it needs to be in.
You don't.
Oh, I think that's what I read, Basket Noodles.
What?
Multiple
He's
sclerosis.
only a single noodle.
Pool noodle. I think that's why I was reading something recently about multiple sclerosis, and they were saying there was maybe a connection to it being connected to the mono.
I think we should
virus.
all use all of our hive minds to locate Lag right now.
He's wherever the pancakes are.
You can just follow the trail of pancakes. We haven't had a good
he's in our
pancake in a
basement.
while.
So
Is
you're
that
the
that
one,
noise?
You're the one leaving all those little
Those little
turds.
Lag's been crawling around our furnace.
I found Lag, New Jersey, beach town. List Perfectly seems to be having issues with ending Macari sales right now, but I'm using a beta Chrome extension.
Now here's a serious question. What the heck are we doing on YouTube? We have nothing to say of any value. We really don't.
We say like two things.
We're like trying to just make our way the only way we know how, like the Dukes. But I really think that the truth is the truth, which is that eBay has changed, and you just got to roll with the punches on it. And you've got to spread out. Even though we don't do it, I will say you must be cross-listing at this point. And you must use either... I want everyone to use TreeCat in like 6 months when it's done
X-Mac
being developed.
Yay.
And then until then, I think... Well... It sounds like maybe InkFrog is still the only way to seamlessly move items from one account. What about Vendu? Anybody on the boat with Vendu?
Wait,
Can you have?
Dentacor said Vendu said they have issues with Macari too. And Paul Rose is hilarious. I'm beginning to think that Lag may have a nationwide network of underground tunnels. Check your basements, folks, with the little worried emoji.
Now, what was that show where somebody had a tunnel into their basement? Remember, and the bad things were happening, and
that was so creepy.
Yeah, my
with
baby.
Justin.
Yeah, my baby.
My baby. My baby. Yeah, that was
good.
Creepy. We like creepy movies.
We like gross, disgusting movies that make us go, "Why did we watch that?" Yet we haven't seen the new one with the white clown face because it's just the Terrifier. It's just too grim and gross. Like I'm like too old to handle it. What about you, Paul Rose? Did you see Terrifier 3?
Brightline is saying, no, don't roll with the change. We need to protest the Ione. What is it?
I know
garbage.
that it breaks your heart. I'm so sorry. But I can't handle it. So protest no test. We protest not.
I think
protest.
Maybe if we were like at a status of like maybe James, and we could push back and still make a living, but right now we have to sort of just roll with the punches because we still need to pay our bills.
Bam, bam. We just get punches.
I would love to be able to just say, screw you trying to force us to do things, eBay, but right now we can't. We have to go with, what
Brightline, there's also, there is something in between laying down and taking it and
go back to yawning,
beating them and joining them. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying fight, I'm not even saying fight. I'm saying take advantage of any, loophole or anything you can to make it work. And that, I don't think that's ever going to change. That we're just going to have to keep looking for ways to move it. And I think that in all reality, we had to change. We're still selling the same inventory kinds of inventory that we've always sold. However, we have new and different inventory. So we had to kind of go backwards, where we used to sell expensive big items. And then we went, no, we want to sell only media things like $20 easy to ship items. And that worked to a certain extent. Now we have a store that just is actually really increasing in value and velocity because it's just media. And then our next store, which sells all the different parts, has been working because I lost my train of thought. So don't listen to us. Thank you. Hold on. Don't. Reverse. I have to figure out what I was just going to say. What was I talking about before? I rely on you to keep me on course.
I'm sorry. I'm reading comments.
Don't do that. I was just saying something so important. And now John is going to get the lead on it.
Can someone remind him?
He's harvesting. He's harvesting our nonsense. What was I talking about, John?
So Brightline, he was saying anybody with a huge YouTube channels should simultaneously make the same video on the same
That was
day and make a big fuss.
That we're not. Well, no. Well, it's not going backwards. It's not going backwards.
Biff is saying protest by cross-listing.
That's it.
Not that he does.
I know, but that's the only. So you can't. Okay, let me put it this way. This is going to be way clearer. Okay, you're in Back to the Future. You've gone back to the 1950s, but then you skew off the timeline and you go to the new 1985. That you can't go backwards now. You can't go back to the time where the place where the timeline split because it's never gonna go there again. You can only go forward on eBay. You can't go back. Although Macari went back, but they suck. So we're not. So eBay can never ever go back. Well, I gotta say, thank you.
I know. I wish. And the other thing too is.
Did we get any sales after I printed out all the labels?
I mean, Flippin' Ain't Easy has a good
I still have a few
YouTube following, and they had Ebert on, and
we did. We got a sale.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Oh, you sent out offers and then you got the sale?
Son of a gun.
And then
Yes, I did.
Ebert sort of had some suggestions that were sort of against what eBay sort of pushes, like the whole, promoting your store, blah, blah, blah. And as Primo was saying earlier, we sort of tested out what Ebert was saying, how if you promote your whole store, if you're not converting the views to sales, then it could damage your store. And we weren't getting any sales.
We found
at
that
all.
to be erroneous. Well, but that is just us.
So we just went back to promoting again.
And then all of a sudden the sales picked back up, and they seem to be like on the day that they ended it and then they started it, there seemed to be like obvious. So that doesn't mean anything because we sell what we sell and nobody else sells.
Well,
that.
right. And he was coming from the perspective of selling like barcoded replenishable new items. So when he appeared on FAE show, not after he did PPP, he sort of was explaining that, right?
I don't know.
Talking about that, how it is different if you're selling one-offs or, one-of-a-kind items.
Unlimited Vendu was $5.99 for 12 months. I've easily made my money back in that time from the Vendu. That's not bad, actually, because that's $50 a month, right? Did I do the math right? Yes, I did. So, no, that's actually pretty good for Vendu. But Vendu had to stop using their AI listing tool because it wasn't working right. List Perfectly is the only one that's actually still using it. And it's getting better, from what I understand. And that next year, it will be... one of those two companies is going to release it, and it's going to be super expensive and hopefully be awesome and work. Flipping saying, okay, what's the plan to protest? How do we get 100% of sellers on board? Convince me. Otherwise it will never work. And I'm the same way because I can't afford the luxury of protest.
I know we can't.
So,
and the thing
that's
is
where we
like, there are so many new sellers on eBay that, started selling over the past, 3 years or whatever. And they're sort of used to this. It's all of us that have been on there longer where we notice all of these things that are very frustrating and annoying. But the newbies are just go with the flow because they don't know what it was like.
And we're just spending
they don't know how great it was.
We're spending like the last year, and I think for like the next year, just realizing how old we are and generationally gapped.
It stinks, Paul. I am
out of
so
everything.
with you with
What
the
happened?
whole. I don't know this. Gosh, this past year it's really hit me.
Being old.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
so much
like,
that we're old. It's that other people are young and they're adults now and making decisions and doing shit. And we're like, no, none of that makes any sense. You guys are like different. Crazy. I do see eBay Kool-Aid is my favorite flavor.
like,
Paul Rose has not seen any of the Terrifier films because they're just too darn terrifying. Even for horror fans, I find Terrifier Terrifier films too terrifying. Beard says
That's actually like a genre, or it's a movie. Terrifier?
Terrifier is that clown with the little top hat and he
Oh, the white face
Yeah.
and the black mouth.
and he's all
Oh,
terrifying.
yeah. No, thanks.
It's in his name. It's in the name. Beard is saying, do not do that. do not protest. Just pay your bills. It's much easier that way.
Dendacor was saying, to your point,
To my point.
that's bull crap because I get way more views with the same mix of inventory on other platforms.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's do I think there's something to have multiple stores on eBay? Yes, I do. There seems to be something to that. In other words, and Biff knows this because way back in time, we used to get 30 offers out. We would, at any given time, we'd have like 30 offers out to people. And now they have doubled the number of days that offers are valid for. But now I get 60 because 2 stores, each one of them are operating pretty just flowing, normal flowage. We have 60 offers out. That's going to equate to more sales in general, and it does. We basically have doubled our sales number of items. Not the money, people. Not the money necessarily. Just the number of items that we're selling. So that's something that we've seemed to affect by multiple stores.
And Brightline was saying protest by cross-listing.
The money's actually good, but
is a good idea, but I think all the platforms are in cahoots and have merged somehow via the Neuralink.
yeah, Neuralink. Murder.
Who knows? Maybe. Who knows?
And but the conversion rate now, Paul, here's the thing is if you go back and listen to anything from Chris Lynn, why can I not remember the name of
Daily Refinement.
Daily Refinement. He was kind of the first person on. It's just like, it's math. It's just math. Do this, do that. It's just math. J Ride came in, and he also says this, and it's as crazy as it is. It's all it is, but you have to be selling widgets. If you're selling collectibles, it's a different math, and that's just the way it is. It still kind of works, but not exactly.
But yeah,
The conversion rate isn't as important if you're selling one-offs.
Oh, right. Are you replying to Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I found it really interesting.
But we have no.
I'm sorry. Was it
can't lead anybody.
on?
We're just blind leading
Was
the
it
blind here.
on John's show, or was it on a separate video that I watched of Ebert's where he was talking about unique items? I think it was a separate video on his channel, and saying how eBay needs to, if you're selling unique items, eBay has to guess as to how your item is going to sell. So they'll first put it out there to show it to people, but if after X amount of days they see it's not really getting a lot of attention,
or days or time,
they're going to start just pushing it lower and lower and lower.
And then you nuclear reset it. Yeah. And that's still, and by the way, the reset still definitely works. So I mean, we reset on Thursdays. We just sales pour in over the weekends, and then kind of a little crickety in the beginning of the week until we reset again.
It is really just sort of trial and error. Like Paul was saying, when he gets back on, he's just going to do and not spend a whole lot of time trying to figure it all out and just do whatever.
Beard, did you see the beginning of Saturday Night Live? It was hilarious. It was sort of along that line. Beard saying, Jamie, I'm not with these protest idiots. Please bless my store. Thanks in advance. I mean, there is no protest to be done when you're dealing with this kind of a situation where it's they just get to say what's going to happen.
And Brightline was saying how e-commerce bites has an impact on eBay, so it's possible to get the ball rolling there about how eBay throttles. But I feel like they do get information, and they choose not to write about it.
It's swimming upstream. So
I feel like e-commerce bites knows this already.
I mean, and I would like to know, including from anybody, I would watch, but I would still be selling on eBay and I would never remove my items. But I would watch somebody very closely who could get some sort of a link in there to find that they definitely are throttling our items and charging us for the impressions that they're not giving us. But is that illegal? If you could find the illegality to that and, stick them. I mean, I would watch that, but I'm not saying that I would change anything until, until it benefits me somehow. I mean, that's all I can say. Thank you very much. I appreciate all your time.
Saying how he's working twice as hard for the same volume.
Oh, Ryan's saying the actor who plays Art the Clown. And he's like a father, like a really caring father and a really nice guy. And he plays the grossest, most disgusting clown murder guy ever. That's why life is so great. Look at the dichotomy around it. Is dichotomy good?
Oh, hey, Mr. Me!
Mr. Meeseeks is here?
Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
Mr. Me says eBay survey asked if I sell on other platforms and to select
yes, I got that too. I got that.
And the survey wanted to know the percentage of sales on the other platforms. Were you honest with them? Did you actually answer, and were you honest?
Are you asking me?
No, Mr. Me. I'm wondering if people... I always wonder if people are comfortable doing those eBay surveys.
Well, I mean, you could just do them. Nobody knows.
And then Biff was saying only 25% of my items even get a page view in a month. Dendicor, that's why I'm cross-listing. I'm done jiggling the eBay toilet handle to get it to flush.
And Mr. Me did answer correctly. I mean, anytime they give you some sort of
cool
availability of answering, I did a big, stupid, long YouTube one too. And it was, what I really don't like is, and I know Beard will know this, most of you will know this if you've ever tried, back in the day when you went and applied at a job, they didn't have like the same technologies to make sure that you weren't a scumbag. So they would give you this test that would ask you like the same 10 questions, 500 different ways. Oh, well, no. They'd ask you 10 questions, 10 different ways, all the same questions, which basically they're just trying to figure out if you'll answer the same question asked a different way, the same way. And I never did. And I was very wishy-washy on the, so your friend steals something. He steals a TV, but, he needed to watch a football game. I'm like, seems reasonable. And I never got hired. Dang. He's going to bring it back.
Hey, Swamp Picker.
Swamp Picker's here. Aloha. I hit the wrong button. I got so excited I hit the wrong button.
So I wonder, like, is eBay, if they see a lot of people are saying they're cross-listing, are they like, oh, phew, now we don't need to worry about everyone bitching about their items not being shown?
Super concerned
or they're
about
like,
their business.
Oh crap, what do we got to do?
I mean, they're a good
to
business.
get these people back.
They've got a lot. They've got a lot of. I would say it's a well-positioned business that has a lot of kinetic energy, so they can withstand a couple of problems and things. But they're already at the enshittification point where they're just looking for that 2% for their investors per quarter. So if you try different things, you can use their system and make a mint, but you got to do certain things certain ways. And our old way, the way that we are doing eBay, we're never going to get rich, but we can still almost make 5 figures a month. That's outrageous for 2 bumpkins up here in Vermont.
Axe Monkey said, I'm ready to let eBay and Macari duke it out today. Let's go, Beaches. Score is 2-2.
We got to weird science them into real people and then make a mud wrestle. That'd be awesome.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, Dendicor, yes. Twice, and then that's it. So if you think about it, that's Dendicor just said the exact words of life.
Oh, what?
Because the rich guys can't get richer unless they scoop out a little bit from the middle class people. That's why, again, working twice as hard and staying even. That's what we get to do so the rich can get richer, because we're making the money that they're scooping out. But here's the trick. Become a rich person or continue to be scooped out.
So
I don't know. I don't really know an answer to that besides that. So, and I've always been sort of stuck in between those two things. I get scooped, and then I'm rich for a second, and then I get scooped. You know, I bounce back and forth, I think.
So do you think
like
that most people that cross list do use one of those programs?
Yeah. How do you?
So wouldn't eBay know that?
eBay sells their API to different companies. Do they know who's logging into their?
They don't know the specific users.
No, they know everything.
So yeah, why are they asking people then? Don't they have the
match up
technology?
their numbers, accuracy. I don't know.
Well, right, because one of the questions was, do you cross list, and then something about sales, right?
No, Basket Noodle. We talked about that before. That if you put up iPhones for $1 that are worth $1,600, they'll cap you. They won't flow like Amazon, because if you want to sell things like Amazon, you have to go to Amazon. And then, from my understanding, because I haven't done that in a long time, Beard, other people who have, if you have 500 iPhones and you sell them for $1, they'll all sell in 1 hour. Now you got to ship out 500, or Amazon will kill you. That's like how the story goes. So on eBay, they only let you sell 5 a day so you can ship them out. Maybe eventually they'll let you sell 6 and then 7. I'm not sure how that works so far. But I think the vast number of us believe that even if you list 100 iPhones for $1 or 100 gold, $100 gold coins for $1 each, they'll still limit you because they're bastards.
Unless you're James.
Well, he's built it up.
Right. They have confidence that James will meet all of his sales.
He's built it up.
Yeah.
Now, he also has a new store, but he's operating it in such a way that it looks attractive to eBay.
So Candy O was saying, I'll click the star ratings on eBay, those surveys, but I don't enter any text, and I tend to get a bit too honest, and sales always seem to reflect that. We've talked about that before, like a while back about, you remember that? We had that discussion about clicking the stars and giving feedback, and do they use it against you somehow?
The detailed seller ratings, DSR?
No, when eBay says, how are you enjoying this app? Or how are you enjoying eBay? And if you give them like one.
Oh, yeah, you passive aggressive say, I hate you guts. Yeah, they don't like that.
There was something, someone did a video on that. I feel.
Oh, you're saying that they just throw them out. If you put below 3 stars, they just throw them away.
I can't remember what it was.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's just call that fact.
Paul says, if I get a time machine, I'm abusing it for personal financial gain. No doubt.
Yeah, definitely. I'm using it for, what am I using it for?
No, my lord,
What's
eBay, I would never dream of cross-listing.
I'm going to FAO Schwartz in like 1985. I want to be there when Tom Hanks and Loja are playing the piano.
Aloha, Jenna.
I want to do that.
It is fall.
Jenna,
yeah.
aloha. Here's a medium volumed horn for you. Aloha to you.
So,
how's the weather out there? Are you enjoying like normal weather, or is it back to hot? Because it was cold for a second.
And Dendacor was saying, but I was at 12 items a day 6 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No. 6 months ago, you were at 12 items a day. So are you saying that are we still going through? I don't know. I only recognized one change back in June, but probably I'm really good at ignoring stuff. So we've probably been hit a couple of times, and I switch. If I get punched in the face, I go a different direction. I guess I guess I didn't even recognize that before.
Well, it's funny. We notice things, but we just don't even vocalize it to each other.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is weird. Something's happening.
Let's just
eBay
try
right
something
now,
different, or let's go pick another pile of crap from our big pile of crap. Like, let's try something different, new pile of crap. We don't have to go out and buy a new pile of crap.
Yeah.
We've got 1 million separate piles of crap that have all squirreled themselves together into a giant pile of crap. Interestingly, though, we have taken so much time that all the wires are now wrapped up and they have a nice little Velcro thing.
Oh, God.
That was the worst part.
Yeah.
Once your wires get separated,
cords and stuff, it was awful. And they were just like a rat's nest of
Jenna's
cords.
loving it.
And they weighed
cool.
so much, too.
Oh, man.
Because we're talking, years and years of collecting. They're all pretty much like computer cables and cords.
We still have 3 huge boxes, which might hold 20 of the big power supplies, big black power supplies from Commodore 64s. I mean, they're like, I don't know, 6 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches and weigh about 10 pounds. We have boxes of those that work. I mean, I've already tested them all. If anybody's interested, thank you. Throw some on.
Someone needs to do some sort of crazy art project with them.
Well, I actually have a whole bunch of Commodore 64s that they go to.
Basket noodles. So set the microwave to 20 minutes and 75 seconds. Or 20 hours and 75 minutes and climb in. That's what I do. I don't know.
How do you get in? I mean, you could put like your arm in and roast that for like 15 minutes and squeeze that in. You could like part by part, maybe. Like, how would you all get in there all at once? Maybe you've got one of those big radar ranges from the olden days where you could put a full turkey in there. Because turkey's
Paul,
the
how
best.
is that? That's weird.
Microwave.
Paul was saying the annoying thing is I know I had great stuff I didn't sell already that I didn't find when moving. What the hell? That is odd.
That's one of those things, Paul. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. I didn't.
What?
Yeah, we had to purchase a replacement item. I had to purchase a replacement item.
Huh?
Because sometimes, Paul, when we're stupid like me, we sell things that we really love, and I had to get a new Garfield.
Oh, I'll grab it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I gave it away.
Oh, do you want the mask too?
Microwave time machine.
Do you see this little guy?
Biff, how long have you been at your place? Like, because I know Paul was there for quite a while, and he was very ensconced. And we are 20 years in this place, so I feel like we're pretty ensconced as well. Oh, yeah. Check it out, everybody. I got to do Garfield because I'm a baby. Because I'm a big baby. And look at this one even has a tag. And it barely smells like cigarettes. Kind of smells like...
What is that? Ask them what that smell is that is on like every...
We have asked them and nobody knows. We think it's Febreze or something, but it smells a little bit like that white cream for diaper cream. Like that smell. But it's a pleasant smell. It's not a bad smell. It's not cigarettes. But like really old cigarettes sometimes have that like spicy kind of a weird smell. Huh. I'm a 16-inch Garfield. And my father, this guy, sold it. And then now I had to get it back. Because, I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't right. There was something not right with the Force. And that kind of brought it back to balance. Thank you. And I know John did say one time, I watch your shows so closely. We take notes, we compare. And John was like, I don't know, Primo seems like he's just like a big kid. And the truer words have never been spoken.
Did you show this?
And, oh yeah. And then the same lady. Okay, so maybe this amounts to something that somebody can pick up on. So Garfield, $46. No, I'm sorry. Garfield. $46. Yeah, it was on eBay. That's kind of a going price, fairly good price. I come in low ball. I think it's a low ball. I'm coming in at 25. I think it's a fair offer. I sold mine for $70. So I'm playing with the house's money. Is that how you use that term? I already have $70 that I can spend to buy this back. So 25, she's like, well, I'd really like to get 40 because it's in such great condition with the tags, unless you want to buy another one. So then I look through her stuff, and this, it's called BSS from the 80s mask. I had this exact mask where my mom would not buy me a scary monster mask, so she bought me the burglar. Like the kind of the lamest mask in the whole of all the masks is the burglar, but it's called the Thug by B something. And oh, look at that! It says it right there. B something Studios. $15 for this. This was priced $28 or something. So I got them both for $40, and it was, if I had paid her prices, it would have been, calculator please, 46 plus 2 makes it 66 plus 8, $74. I got it for $40. All right,
Wow.
thank you. That's right. You got to buy good. Now, this is just my crap that I'm just going to throw up in the pink bedroom. Never look at it again, but I know it's there. It provides me comfort in these times. In these times. I figure we all could just die in like 1 second. So you might as well just get everything we want. Paul Rose, it's freezing here. Why don't I live in Hawaii again? Because it's quite inexpensive to purchase a house on Maui, that part that burned down. It's pretty cheap right now. Every single egg has to be flown over by a pterodactyl. So everything has to be brought over on a boat. So living like food and stuff is super expensive. Jenna says it's freezing there. Paul Rose would love to visit Hawaii, but not live there. Too expensive. Vacation though. The best time to go to Hawaii, if anybody goes, like the best time, like the secret best time, is end of January into February. You beat the President's Week, so you cross over. All the Richie guys for Christmas have gone home, but you still have sort of just that. It's still that perfect temperature between 80 and 70. I think it's 70 at night and 80 in the day. And it's also not super rainy, but you just get these like little rain clouds. It's nice. You stay there for like a month. I allow you. Please go do that. I wish I knew it. When Lag makes a comment, I'm like, what if I reverse the polarity?
Hot Tub Time Machine was based on his basement.
I see. Yes. Well, you need the.
Jenna loved Garfield.
Garfield, I like the early Garfield. Some more pointless facts. Only from 19. So this is 1979 through. This is like Peanuts. It says 78 on here, just like Snoopy stuff always says 65.
Oh, right. That was the original copyright or whatever.
Yeah. Most people, most things have like a current date, but some things don't. And usually it's from United Feature Syndicate. Anyway, only from 78 through 81 did he have stoned eyes. So we call this stoned eyes, where his eyes are at half mast. And then anything after this time period, his eyes are wide open. You can choose which one you like. I like Stone Garfield. That's why he likes lasagna, obviously.
Dendicor and X Monkey both say that Garfield sells well. Yeah.
For sure, yeah. I sold the phone. I had the phone and the plush, and I sold it maybe 4 Christmases ago. And I'm like, I don't need this. I'm not some stupid kid. I'll sell my Garfield. And then now I've just been crying the whole time. Every night I schedule out like 3 minutes to just sob about my lost.
Did you already read Biff was saying, when I move, I find all kinds of cool stuff I forgot about? Is that when you're like, oh, how long have you lived
Yes. And I was wondering how long he's been
for 4
years. Ensconced. Our last move was like, no, total Gilbert Grape. You just burn this house down around me. I'm not moving again. Nope.
I can't imagine all of the stuff we have loading that. Oh,
No.
gosh.
We could get like Grunt's Move Junk or something. But we could hire. We'll have to hire somebody. But we're too cheap to do that. So no, we'll just burn me down. Just burn me down. Are we that far?
What do you mean?
It just seems because he's talking about I found a Atari power supply with buck transformers to step voltage down and power some of the camp lighting. Really? Do you really? That's awesome. I mean, I'm guessing you're saying because they're just so rugged, they're overbuilt. I assume it's because they didn't know if they were going to blow people's houses up or something. I don't know, but they put out a pretty solid power. 5 volts and 12 volts. I'm guessing.
Sal's Macardo.
Sal's Macardo's here. Aloha. Mercado. I think it's
Mercado. Sorry.
I think so.
The Garfield fish tank on my wish list.
The fish tank? Oh, is it like a... I don't know what that is. I'll have to see. I'm going over there right now. You just give me 1 second. I gotta see what it is.
Biff was saying you got the suction cup Garfield for the car? Oh, is he... Paul Rose was saying I saw the Garfield book not so long ago. Oh, you just reminded me.
We have them
We
right there.
have a
Up at the
whole
top.
bunch of those like rectangular ones that have bright colored
We have the first
covers.
years. 12 or
What?
15.
That's cool.
Look at
The
that.
Garfield fish tank.
I like it.
That's so neat. They're
And he has
all
stoned
really
eyes, too.
expensive.
Well, then this one doesn't have... Oh, this is the aquarium with 3D lights. So there's a new one where he's got open eyes. But then this old one has closed eyes.
Well, the old one, the belly is the...
$300?
Yeah.
What?
63 people watching that one. 225.
Okay. So I'm going to start a new channel with bolos. Everybody needs to go out and find the Garfield fish tank. 1978.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Bolo.
Would you actually use it and put a fish in it if you got it?
Me?
No, I'm asking Sal's.
Mercado.
Mercado.
It's Mercado. I think he was kind of saying he wanted to keep it, right?
No, would he? I'm just wondering, would he use it as a fish tank, like actually put a fish in it, or just have it like stored in Holy Grails sitting there on the shelf?
Biff, we've
in a
got to get
box?
to. My mom's gonna croak if we don't get out there.
Oh,
So yeah, we've got to get out there in 2025. So the real problem is that Pokey. So it's not too bad. We just don't know what will happen. So we've never flown with them. So up until now, we've been like, we're just
Jet
going to drive
Fixer,
there. But you can't drive to Hawaii. But you can drive to Napa and with the dog. But then, so how do you get 1 week to get there, 1 week to get home, 2 weeks to hang out? Like, that's a month right there of not eBaying. You see how it is. You see what I'm saying? We got to do some, like, nuclear calculation to figure out how to make that work. But, yeah, we got to come to. We're coming to California in 2025. I'm just not sure exactly how. It might be on an airplane with the dog.
I don't know about that.
That's the problem. See what I'm working with over here? Thank you. I wanted just to teleport, but you don't like that.
B News was saying we.
Jet Fix, did you say?
Yeah, Jet. Yes. Aloha. Nice to see you. Pokey's on my lap. You see him, I'm guessing. I love Jetta. She's like, you hear that? Flipping ain't
Yes.
easy. Best time for Hawaii is my birthday month.
It's the cheapest. I mean, I could tell you, I could give you lots of little secret tips, but Airbnb is definitely by far the best. Like at that time, it's low tourist season, so you're gonna Airbnb. Last time we went, we rented. I mean, it was expensive, but it was also awesome because we stayed in Waikiki, like on the 32nd floor, right on the ocean, in a 2-bedroom condo. that was at the foot of the building was a McDonald's where you get teriyaki burgers, really good. Guava pies, still fried. They fry them like old school fry. Anyway, it was expensive. Sorry. But it wasn't expensive. I'm saying that if you were at a hotel, it's going to be $400 a night, but you can Airbnb for $200 a night for a 2-bedroom place if you want.
B News was saying we've bunches stuff, especially on tiki, table, fiber, optic, volcanoes, etc.
Yes.
Talking about the voltage.
Yes.
Lighting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, they have a lot of amps plus volts is something.
And
Poo-poo platter.
Sal's Macardo was saying that yes, 100% would use the fish tank.
That's definitely something you get because you have always wanted it.
Yeah, and Jenna was saying that her sister had the fish tank.
Does she still have it? Because Sal's Mercado, I only take 10% finder's fee.
Swamp
hooking
Picker,
people
I
up.
have Garfield sheets. Swamp Picker, nice.
That is awesome. I still have my, well, we didn't have IP, so my favorite sheets are the 1980s textile with the rainbow stripes, 2 sets of rainbow stripes. And then I liked those for so long that we went into the brown ages, and so I have like the tan ones with the 2 sets of tanning stripes. Thank you very much. I know that was important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow.
Let's see.
So it looks like the aquarium has like little fake coral in it or something.
Oh, this one does. Oh, I see.
they
Yeah, it
both
looks like a
do.
terrarium, like it's a.
Oh.
Oh no, this is like like you have like weird little plants in a terrarium in a.
Oh, so
aquarium.
somebody like it
Yeah,
just
it's like
has them
weird
in there
little
to
plants.
display or whatever for the
I'm guessing so.
interesting. And it lights up.
You want that so bad, don't you? If that had fiber optics, it would be.
Silver hair, aloha.
Aloha, welcome.
Nice to see
Where's your
you.
thing?
Lag has Spidey undies.
Who doesn't? Lag still got his full Underoos collection. Underoos are fun
Primo,
to wear.
check
Something
for
super
the flies
cool
before
in
you get in the
underwear.
teleport pod.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful because what's it? Jeff Goldblum.
Oh.
You know.
V News was saying, yeah, I had a Atari 800 back in the day with 80 column card and a CPM machine.
I still got my 800 over there. I got my 1200 XL. I got my 800 XL. I got my beige. I think that's just called an 800, right? Just a straight up 800. And then I got some other stuff. I've got a 1040 ST FM modulator space.
It feels really dark.
Dude, we just got our clocks douched last week, didn't we? So now it's like 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock in one more month, at 4 o'clock, it'll be just dark here. 4 o'clock. That's not right. That's like living in Alaska. Rant.
Yeah. That's why I guess it's
Jenna says we
overcast.
just got to do the plane.
No.
She's the one. She's the nuisance phone. She's the one that wants to jack everything up. And then look at her. She comes right in and says, "Aw, Spam, it'll be okay. Take a couple shots before you board. You'll be just fine. Couple shots, a little razapam, and then I got to drag her through the airport. I'll get a wheelchair next time. It'll be easier. I'll just put the
I don't want
lady on the
the-
wheelchair,
but
and then
then-
put the dog on the lady, and then
Yeah,
put our
but they
coats over the top
I
of
don't
you.
want Pokey to have to be squished underneath a seat.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna call for. I'm gonna call for a wheelchair at the plane to meet us at the plane, and they're gonna say, I mean, I don't know if you have to say there's something wrong with you. No, she's just gonna be trashed, and I need to wheel her to the next plane. Is that a? Can you order it for that reason? A
He's
wheelchair.
farting.
Are you avoiding the
Candy
subject?
O, finally feeling like holiday anticipation is putting the post-election fatigue hangover in the rearview mirror. I'm looking forward to having a good holiday season. I'm hoping, yes, too. Your yawns have no effect on me. Like, Oh, flippin' 80. Man, I wish my mom would have kept all of our old stuff. We'd be thousandaires.
Basket Noodle says that he wrote the game engines for Sierra, SSI, SSG, Mindscape, EMI, etc. Which would be the
Ooh.
like Oregon. I don't know if it was Oregon Trail SSI. I forget who made that, but the what do you call that type of game? It's called Choose Your Own Adventure. It's not called that. It's called
role play.
Is it role play? I forget what you call those.
Like, yeah, I can't remember. Pick your nose, pick your friend's nose, whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. But Paul Rose is asking, what's an Amiga A1200 worth now? I still have my old complete on
sell
mint.
it. Yeah,
Looks
sell
brand new.
Yeah, go sell it.
That should be the first thing you put up on eBay.
Yeah. 1,200. I mean, I'll look it up right now. But when I was selling them, I think those were
Infocom or something.
Isn't Infocom? That's from Tron.
Oh, Biff was saying Infocom or something.
I think that's from Tron.
Santa is real Santa, and he lives in Texas.
Does he live in Texas now? Adam LeWoo just saw him up at the North Pole in Alaska. This kid just gets to do YouTube videos and go places. It's crazy.
Who?
Adam LeWoo.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to see. Do you have like monitor and stuff with it, or is it just the unit? Because and then what do you have? Do you have any like cards inside of it and stuff? Because I mean, what I'm seeing right here looks good. And you guys love them over there. In fact, we shipped all of our stuff over to
Holy crap.
England.
Get it up.
Get it up. That's what she said. Do it now.
I mean, it's
$700, $800. It seems to be. I mean, and then if you have box and stuff and things, if it works and it's good, you're in the $800.
One of them sold for $960 with free shipping.
Can I borrow your computer for a year while I sell it? Thank you.
Yeah, so funny.
You just disguised a yawn.
No, I did not.
You didn't? Oh. I'm totally gonna yawn.
I love Jenna's tips. Just get a suitcase trolley and lay her and Pokey on it. It'll be just fine.
Seriously, I mean, I don't think that's wrong.
I know, Jovi. I think a Hawaii getaway would turn into a never come back trip, and those in the retirement years. Lag loves Christmas.
The only thing that you'll find in Hawaii is you do get island fever, even in a town of 4 million people. I'm sorry, on an island of 4 million people, Oahu has 4 million people there. Big city, the Honolulu, but it doesn't have endless. You get very spoiled on the West Coast, especially with the number of venues for concerts and the people coming and rolling and going and saying.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Have a great day.
We love seeing you.
And so yes, so you do some of the people who have the best lives that I know are spoiled rich punks that had wealthy parents that have houses in Hawaii, but then they still have houses like in Palo Alto in the Bay Area, and they go back and forth, and I hate people like that. Sons of so angry. But we live in Vermont in a modest house in a suburban area, and it snows half the year. So
I was just thinking about that.
We also have it.
Oh man.
It's gonna snow for 6 months.
Well, because I have
I
have a dentist appointment tomorrow, and I was like, okay, cool. So 6 months out, that will be summer, right? And then I was like, wait, no. Well, it's spring, but it's still. You never know. Here in Vermont, you could get a weird snowfall in May.
You could, but that's called BS snow. We don't recognize it. Global warming has warmed our stuff up here nicely, though. So we don't get crappy till the end of December, and then like we get warm sometimes, like in January and February, and then February is a stupid month that shouldn't exist, and that's when we go to Hawaii. Thank you.
Basket Noodles was saying it's one thing I find funny about price of
Infocom,
cross
it is, yeah.
listers and repricers. Tetris is 1,000% more complex and it's pretty simple. Jenna was saying, yeah, I can't relate to those kind of people.
It's not fair.
Excuse me, nose is itchy.
Especially the ones that I went to like high school with and I just know their whole life was just so easy. And those are the ones that are on the list.
Wait, Paul is saying, bah humbug. Me and the Grinch are out this year.
Bah,
Oh.
humbug, but that's okay. Blah, 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 and that's a song.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I got coal. I got a rock. It's one of the things I find funny.
Bright-liney.
Price of cross listers and repricers. Tetris is 1,000 more
I
complex
just
than its
read
principle.
that.
Did you?
I sure did.
I had never heard any of those words together in my life.
You were thinking about something else.
I'm going to read something that I've never heard either. Bah humbug. No, I did hear that. I'm just kidding.
Brightliney, perfect weather in LA all year round, but human species all over the sidewalks.
Is that
Every
you don't like
day.
that? You don't like that?
Like silver spoon picker.
Now let's face it. I think it's fair to say. I'm trying to think if I'm going to say something really, really
Oh, God.
important right now at the end of the show where nobody's listening. Thank goodness. None of us would be doing this job if we were rich. I mean, this is the best job to do if you're not rich. It's the greatest job on the face of the planet. It buys you the most freedom. You can have your J-Lo lifestyle if you
really-
want. It's
yeah,
the
it
best
is really
job
awesome.
for a poor person, which we are, in context, you know? So I think that we should all be grateful in this chat. We have the best job for a not rich person. And I have friends who just sit there and make money every day and move to Florida and abandon us and have kids and second families. And you know who I'm talking about. Friend. And I really respect all my friends. I think I have the best life because I
Silver cha-ching.
feel like it's not necessarily, it is stressful, but it really isn't. So I just want to thank eBay and all the other reselling overlords. Please love us and shine on us and either pass over us or do not pass over us, whatever the good thing is.
Jovial is expecting a Primo Kimo snow angel in shorts this winter.
Okay. We do have one on film. There, you could go see it right now if you want to see it. It's a couple of dinks when we go get a Christmas tree. My mom
Did you
falls
do
in
a
the
snow
ditch.
angel?
Yep.
We both did one.
Yep. In shorts. But I'll do a fresh new one this year.
Ryan.
We'll go get an actual tree because what we like to do is put up like aluminum tree because we got to do that because we're mid-century modernists. And then the yawn came at perfect timing. And then we go buy the tiniest tree up at the actual farm where you cut it down, and it's always the same price as a huge tree, and we always get ripped off. But I think that's Christmas. That's what Christmas is to me. Thank you.
Paul was saying, I had one of my new squirrel friends sit on a fence post watching me work in the living room for nearly an hour yesterday without moving. Was beginning to get creepy.
Are you sure it was real? Paul, Rose, have you picked up smoking anything else? Are you out of your mind over there?
Oh, Jenna,
I moved and now I have to
she
smoke
says-
mushrooms.
Jenna says, we finally have the life we always prayed for. That's awesome.
That
I'm
is
happy
awesome.
for you guys.
And you know what? We can say lots of bad stuff. I think a lot of us feel that way too. I feel like
Ryan.
I wanted her to not be at work, you know, when she went to work every day and she came home whining about work. And I'm just like, why can't you just quit your stupid job with all the benefits and come work for us? It'll be so much easier. We'll never have to worry about anything. And now I wish she should go back to work. But still, I'm saying, this is the dream. We are living
That's
the
never
dream.
happening.
We're living it. We're living it.
Yeah, the structure. I like structure. So
I don't like structure.
This has been a little different.
I like full gelatinous mode. I just like skeletonless. I like it just when I'm just blob. I'm the stuff. I'm monster yogurt.
Ryan was asking about the aluminum trees. Are they prickly like cut soda cans? No.
No, but they, you can cut yourself if you pulled too fast sometimes.
But
the biggest problem is they're electrocuting. So.
Oh, you shouldn't. Well, yeah, that's why they had color wheels. So you would have the color wheel on the ground shining up. Because if you have the lights on them, and the aluminum and the little zappy, and then zing, zing, zing. We've never had that happen.
We lost millions of kids back in the 60s.
But
not enough to actually stop making them.
They're not. They go for a lot of money if you ever find a vintage aluminum Christmas tree. They will bring you some big bucks.
John coming in with a snide little quip at the end. Yes, everybody join us. We'll be there at 6 o'clock for Flipping A and Easy. You should all go check him out. He's organizing the giant protest against eBay today on his show. So see you there.
Sure, Cryptid Tales, has your aluminum tree ever picked up weird frequencies?
Yes, in my tooth. Started playing in my tooth. Oh, my goodness. Okay, everybody, yes, thank you all for joining us. We really enjoyed you being here today and keeping us company for the afternoon. Thank you so much. And we'll see you all tonight.
Sharks and BB guns, yes.
We'll see you all tonight at the Flipping Ain't Easy.
Yeah, can you imagine an eBay sellers union? $39.99.
Oh, and I think I'm guessing Biff is sharing his... Oh, no, he's sharing his awesome Flock of Seagulls Space Age love song with Connolly in it. It's actually Connolly.
Carla, I love your little emojis. Everyone, thank you. Oh, good. Big dry ka-ching. Just a little paraberry. Nice. Everyone, thank you, as always, for spending time with us.
Pokey,
we appreciate
you. Love you guys.
Here's Pokey. He's here. He wants to say, I love you too, don't you, Pokes?
Do you also want to say a Duke Nukem thing? Because you're so sassy.
Get back to work, you slacker.
Love you guys.